Thumbnail hack by a young YouTuber. His name is Hothkinstroy. Actually, that's the name of his channel. I'll bring you over to it right here. He is a YouTuber that I learned how to do a thumbnail from. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you how he does it. He has made all of his videos go away. There's a reason for it. I think we should all subscribe to his channel so that when he comes back, he gets a warm welcome. This is how Hothkinstroy does thumbnails. That is not representative of the thumbnail. What he has in the background is a picture of a mountain. Not this one, but it was a mountain from a game. I just went and got a regular mountain. So we just copy that. Now, also, thumbnail format is 1920 pixels by 1080 pixels. It's for YouTube. Add a new layer. We're going to edit by pasting into the layer. There's our thumbnail. We're going to do it one more time because I like to have an extra copy just in case I mess up things. Now, let's go and add an effect. This is called a Gaussian blur because we don't really want the background to take away from our thumbnail. Let's give it a little bit more blur, a little bit more blur. That looks good right there. Add another layer so that anything that we do doesn't affect the actual presentation. Also, this is paint.net. I'm sorry I didn't say what the program was starting out. Add another layer. Now whatever we do on this layer won't show below. I also want to get rid of this selection, so I just go like that. Time to add some text. Hothkinstroy, he likes a font that you can download, and I'll have some links to where you can go for downloading. SHOWCARD GOTHIC was his favorite, as I remember. Go to SHOWCARD GOTHIC. One thing that you're going to notice right away too when you start using a larger thumbnail is that you're going to have to use larger fonts too. So let's try 144 just for starts and pick some nice standout color like yellow or red. I like yellow, doesn't really matter. The subject of today's thumbnail is subscribe to Hothkinstroy. I made a mistake. Normally, I would layer these onto 3 separate layers so that I can move the text around. What we're going to do is just do just that. I'm copying. I like the text and cut. Now I've cut it, and we're going to add another layer and paste back in and cut one more time and paste back in. Another practice that Hothkinstroy actually did not show much about on his demo is over here. You see where you have the layers? It's good to label your layers for when you use them again so that you don't have it be background, layer 2, layer 1. I like to give them a name. This one was subscribe. And there's method to my madness. The reason why I'm labeling them to is when you go to change them or move them, then you know exactly which one. Hothkinstroy. There we go. Now we can double check to make sure that I have it right. That one goes away, and goes away. Next, we want to put a drop shadow to make that stick out more. This is just not even a real thumbnail because my text is taking up too much space. Every thumbnail is different. This is Hothkinstroy's technique, and I'm showing it to you. Object, drop shadow. This is the other one, and this is really powerful. I will put a link in my description. Let's see, I couldn't get that fast enough. If you see, this is a Vandermotten plugin. I guess time's up. I need to go faster. Vandermotten plugin, I'll put the link in my description. Now we're going to quickly do a drop shadow. The way Hothkinstroy does his is he widens, he uses dark, and that's how it is, right there. Hothkinstroy, and we can make that a little bit wider. We can also give it a little bit of an offset, a little bit plus, and a little bit to the minus there, -3, -3. That looks pretty good. So we go OK. Now we go to the other layers because we just did Hothkinstroy. So 2, Control F for repeat. Control F for repeat. Now we have a thumbnail that's ready to be made into a thumbnail. It's in PDN format. So we save it in paint.net format, and then we change it into PNG format. Once we add a layer to paint.net, it then defaults to paint.net format. You want to save it once in paint.net first, in case you need to make changes later, and then save another as PNG for uploading. Flatten. There we have it, a simple thumbnail. Hothkinstroy, thank you very much for showing me. If you like this video, subscribe to Hothkinstroy because he's the one who gave it to me.